Well, hello everyone. It is Tarot Reiki Deanna, and I thought it'd be really fun tonight to talk about and visit the violet flame. So you're going to learn tonight 4 things about the violet flame. So you're not going to want to miss this video. So number 1 is you can visit the violet flame etherically. You can go into the pyramid, and inside are some beautiful quartz crystals. And then if you go off and to the right, there is a chamber of the violet flame where you can step into to transmute yourself. So number 2. Who is the keeper of the flame? It is Saint Germain. Saint Germain is the keeper of the violet flame. And Saint Germain, when he was alive in the body, I mean, he's still alive, but he is out of the body in his etheric body. He was the Count of Saint Germain, and he was a European adventurer who had interests in and achievements in science, alchemy, my favorite, philosophy, and the arts. So you might encounter him, you might see him, I think he does have a good sense of humor, and he's very jovial, so you will encounter him when you visit the violet flame. Okay, and number 3 is you can use a mantra to transmute negative energies and unwanted patterns. And I'm going to give you 2. So 1 is, I'm a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. And you could say it over and over. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity of God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. And it's going to raise your vibration. Another mantra, so you can tell I used that one, right? The other one is violet flame, so pure and light, cleanse my path, restore my light. Violet flame, so pure and light, cleanse my path, resolve my light. Violet flame, so pure and light, cleanse my path, restore my light. Violet flame, so pure and light, cleanse my path and restore my light. Woo! So, if you don't have time to do a guided meditation to go visit Saint Germain in the in this beautiful realm where the violet flame is housed, then you could just do that mantra before you go to bed, and it clears you of any negativity. So number 4 is you could also place a violet flame in front of and behind yourself. So you could just think about a violet flame, how that would look, and you're going to place it in the outer parts of your aura. And this is going to help you transmute lower energy. So if somebody, you have a client or you have a friend, they just unloaded, oh my God, I had a breakup, or I just lost my job, or whatever this is. I lost my dad, I'm sad, something like that. Then you're gonna, if you're gonna talk to them and you're a sensitive person, you're gonna put the violet flame in front of you. So any of the stuff that their grief, their pain, so it's not dumped inside of you and living there, and then you feel terrible and they feel better after they talk to you. You're going to release it into the violet flame. I use this very often, so I'm excited about this video. So those are the 4 things. And next, what we're going to do is a little mini guided meditation to take you to the violet flame. So just go ahead and get comfortable, and we're going to visit the violet flame. Okay. So you're just going to close your eyes or get settled into your seat, and I want you to think about how you're going to be drawn up up as high as you can go, because this realm is very high up here. And you're going to see a doorway which looks like it's made of stars, and you're going to go through that. And your intention is that you want to find the pyramid that houses Saint Germain and the violet flame. So you're going to go up, 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 and then all of a sudden you're going to see, sense, know that there is this grand, amazing, etheric pyramid where Saint Germain is sitting inside and waiting for you. So outside of the pyramid, I feel like houses 3, so on each point is 3 angelic guardians to make sure that nothing lower level comes in and messes with this flame. And you're going to walk up the path towards this amazing pyramid with your intention to go inside and clear your vibration. And so when you first walk in to the pyramid, to the left is 2 chairs, or they could even be like sofas, and one is silver and one is gold. So if you ever want to come here, and you could sit in the silver chair, and Saint Germain could sit in the gold chair, or vice versa, that's fine. Then you can ask him about what are these lower levels doing, energies doing around me? What could I do to enhance my field? So you could sit there, and there's crystals everywhere, and these crystals are mostly quartz crystals because it keeps the vibration of this pyramid really high. And so if you want to chit chat with him and say hi, tell him your name, and you could sit on the silver couch while he sits on the gold one. And he might say, like, why are you here? And I really want you to sense how does he look, because I did this meditation so many times and he always looks the same to me, and my face hurts because he's so joyful and so happy you're there and so happy to help. So when you're done chit-chatting with Saint Germain, then what you're going to do is he's going to show you and take you over to the right side of the pyramid. And so there's going to be a door, and he's going to open the door for you, and he's just going to explain that you're going to step inside, and your etheric body, so when you walk in there, it's just this amazing violet flame, okay? And you might hear the mantra in the background, or you could say it out loud. And this violet flame is going to consume you, and you're in it, and any of this lower vibrational thought forms, patterns, like, why have I been eating crap? Why have I been putting up with less than? Why have I been so sad and angry? Is there some lingering resentments you're just struggling with? Then go inside, and the violet flame is going to burn it off. It's going to help purify you. This is alchemy at its best. And so, I just hear the violet flame is so pure and light. Cleanse my path, restore my light. The violet flame is so pure and light, and cleanse my path, restore my light. The violet flame is so pure and light. Cleanse my path, restore my light. So this beautiful violet color fire is burning off anything, and if you're like, I don't know why I felt so sad, I don't know why I haven't felt motivated, you could have had an energy attachment. So let it burn off into the violet flame, and whatever happens to that energy attachment, it's getting burned off out of you, and it's being released. So whenever you're done hanging out in there and just getting purified, you're going to feel a lot lighter. You're going to feel amazing after. You're going to walk out the door where the flame is, and he's just going to close the door. So sometimes it just kind of looks like it's just magical, because remember, he's very magical. And maybe you want to say a couple of things, how you felt, what you experienced inside of the violet flame, and he might explain to you that Hey, you can come back and visit anytime. Thank you so much. He might suggest a crystal for you to wear or carry in your pocket. Maybe an amethyst or maybe a quartz crystal. Or he might say to you to light a white candle to continue with purifying yourself, or a purple candle for wisdom and higher knowledge. So see which candle you need or get, and which crystal, quartz crystal or amethyst, that you should purchase, or that's just given to you etherically and you're absorbing it. And you're gonna walk past the crystals and out the door of this massive pyramid, and you're gonna walk down the path to where it looks like a door made of stars, back down, down, down into your body, your physical body. Wiggle your toes and your feet, shimmy, 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 and just know that you shook off so much negativity. So good job. So I like to, after I do this, I will place a violet flame in front of me. I will place them in my hands. And I place it in front of me. So when someone's talking to me, it's helping them. You can also, if you do Reiki or massage, you can envision a pyramid made of copper around your table, and then envision at times a violet flame inside, so that when people are laying on your table, that anything that's just super dark or like an attachment just gets burned off into the violet flame. And you could, turn it on and off at will. If someone's like, whoa, I'm getting hot in here on your table, woo, then you could just see the violet flame going down. And then, of course, rising back up around them when something needs to be burned off. So get creative with it, have fun with it. Get your amethyst or get your purple crystal, or an opalite or a quartz crystal. Carry it with you to remind you that you can use the violet flame, and you can come back to this meditation or this guided meditation whenever you're feeling heavy, to lighten yourself and purify yourself. All right, so take care. Thank you so much for joining me on this mini session. And if you'd like to reach out for more information on the violet flame or entity removal, I can do that as well. So I'm happy to assist you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.